Welcome to another episode of Horror Never Dies, Season 3, Episode 9. This is the penultimate episode. Next week will be the finale. Um, and that's going to be pretty dope. And then we also have the Perp Show coming for the Halloween special as well for that. But what's up with you, bro?
Bittersweet, man, because I've been having a blast doing these episodes, bro. So yeah, next week being the finale, it's kind of a bummer, but tis what it is, man. Happy to be here though.
Yeah. Yeah, currently right now, like, yo, I got these I got these gummies. I'm not gonna go into the whole story and whatnot, but these shits are just so delicious. I'm like eating them like candy. It's not good, but
Oh Lord, just make sure you're able to function, nigga. During this,
nah, they're not gonna cook in anytime soon. They're gonna cook in like 2 hours. Like they take a minute to cook
I like the lemons in that Wolf of Wall Street.
in. Yeah,
They had a delayed fuse, but then when these babies kicked in, pow, went right to the drool phase.
yeah, man, it's crazy. But like I always ask, like, what are y'all out there been watching this week as far as horror goes, horror wise? Um, plenty of stuff that dropped. Horror movie wise, we had the Black Phone Zone. We're going to definitely talk about that um very shortly. And then the theme of this whole entire episode is laughs and slash. So we're going to talk about some horror comedies and stuff like that. So it's going to be a fun episode. We'll see where it goes. Yeah, like I said, let me know what y'all are watching. Um, a horror recommendation though for this week is the movie Other. That's a brand new like Shutter movie. Definitely recommend checking this out. Also, if you have like a family and you're looking for some family friendly horror, I recommend that R.L. Stein Pumpkinhead on Tubi is free. So yeah, I'm saying.
Mm.
With that out the way, let's talk about Black Phone 2. So you've seen it, right? Did you see it in like Dolby or anything like that? Just anything special?
Nah, just regular. Yeah, just saw it
Yeah,
regular.
same. So going into this, I like the first Black Phone, and a lot of people were saying like that it didn't really need a sequel. And Blumhouse this year specifically, it seems like it started with Megan. Like they've done these weird things with their sequels where it's like drastically different from their original, and they kind of do that here. Even though they definitely are pulling from the Nightmare on Elm Street kind of elements, this is where like the problem of the movie kind of like really lies with me, and why I can't really give it as high as praise as it's getting right now. So what were your like thoughts like going in before? Were you hyped, excited, or just
Yeah, I was very excited because I'm a big fan of the first movie. Like that was one of my favorite horror movies of that year. So when I saw what they were doing with the whole Elm Street vibe and him coming back as like a dream demon, I was all for that. I said, okay, let's do this. Let's go for it. So I came in with very high expectations. I think maybe too high expectations. That's why I felt the way I felt when I walked out.
mm, yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, it pretty much like it kind of follows up like a few years from the first movie, so they're much older now. Um, but somebody like Finn is still kind of dealing with the trauma and stuff and taking it out on other people, which is not cool. Like just taking it out on the new kid, just beating his ass. Like, cause there was no way of telling if that story he told Gwen was true or not. But um, but this was pretty much Gwen's movie as a whole for sure. More
Yeah.
so than the first one was more about like Finn. This one was, but the issue is just to kind of just get right into it is like this movie has no stakes. Like you have this cool concept where you got this guy that can literally fuck with you while you go to sleep, which that's another problem with this movie is and I see a lot of people kind of having issues with this as well. It's like the rules don't really make sense,
Yeah.
and if the fact that you could just interact with people or some shit like that, it's like, why aren't you killing these people off that are intervening, or why would you let them try to solve this? I think the ending could have also had a better resolution. We'll talk about that as well. But what were what didn't you like, and what were some of your negatives and stuff like that?
Well, you know what, since it bit so much off a Nightmare on Elm Street, I just have to say this. What made Nightmare on Elm Street so special and why it still holds up to this day is that the movie starts out with a statement letting you know who the fuck Freddy Krueger is, making his glove, and then the first death with Tina. Like, that's what's missing from horror movies now, man, is that they don't make that statement that here, okay, here's this villain, this is what he's about, this is what he can do. You know, when Freddy killed Tina, it set the tone for the rest of the movie. Like you said, this movie had no stakes, nobody got killed. You know, you felt danger one time, and that's when he almost killed your girl like Tina, but couldn't. You know what I mean? So yeah, my problem with this, bro, is the pacing
Mm-hmm.
went very slow at times, like where the movie would come to like a screeching halt. So I had problems with the pacing. I had problems with the grabber. Like you said, he's got these new powers now, but they did nothing with it. You know, he spent most
Really,
of
when you really when you really think about it, he did nothing. Like at any point, he could have just like started marking motherfuckers, but
right. I
just
mean,
chooses not to.
he spent most of the time bitching about how bad the afterlife is and how bad hell is. I'm like, dog, like, no, man. You know, like, yes, he had a cool look, especially when he ripped the mask off. I get that. But when people say he was more menacing here than the first movie, I said, did we watch the same movie? There's no
Now I
way.
now I understand what you mean by slow, but me, I didn't have an issue with it because it's like, okay, you kind of building me into the suspense and just how they're doing the kind of the dream world kind of.
Mhm.
Even though I could say like it would be cool if they didn't have that, but they did some cool things with that. Like this, I wouldn't say it's a bad movie per se. Like it's a really well acted. I feel like everybody did what they did. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
It's just the fact that if it had stakes on top of it, it could have
Right.
been much better, much
Yeah,
fucking better.
I mean, well, like I said in my video, you know, to give the movie its flowers because I didn't hate it at all. Like I didn't hate it, and I'm not even gonna say it's a bad movie, but just with my expectations and what I wanted it to be, you know, I felt like it really fell short. But to give it its flowers, I thought it was shot very well. You know, the whole thing with the snow kind of gives it like that comfort feel. You know, it's like a comfort
Yeah,
horror movie. Yeah, the acting was very good. Like the scene where Finn finally opens up about how the first movie fucked him up. That had me
yeah.
emotional a little bit, man.
And
Like that
that's where you
kind of
could,
got me a little.
and that's where you could have had like a self sacrifice. Like Finn could have died in this movie.
Yeah,
Because then, like, to set up a third movie, you could have had like Finn in the afterlife now helping Gwen and stuff to figure out some other things to really get rid of him, or
right.
even get rid of the. You could have either just got rid of the love interest kid that was there. You know, somebody like definitely the people of that camp could have all been expendable for
Right.
sure. It should have been expendable
And then
because I don't
even the
understand.
father. Well, even the father too. Like the father was like a very bad alcoholic in the first movie, and this time around, he's more of
Yeah.
like he's more like comic relief. You
He
know.
could have he could have died too, just to kind of add more, like just to the fact that either we make Gwen the final girl, you know, and Finn dies as well, or they're just the only two left once again, like at the end of this movie.
Right.
To kind of
But also,
also establish that the grabber is like he's really about that life now. He's a lot more vicious now that he can just not only tap into your dreams, but fuck with you. Um, in the real, like he can like it could be like he's more dangerous when you're in your subconscious, like when you're in your dream state, than out. So he can still affect you, but like it won't be as won't be as crazy. But still, I think that they could have done better with just how the the rules of their supernatural works.
Well, you never really felt the threat from him. Like, I mean, like, do you agree with what I was saying? How, with the character like that, they need to set the tone early on. You know what I'm saying? Like, make that statement. This guy is not to be fucked with. He is a serious threat, and we never got
Yeah,
that with him. You know what I'm saying? We never got that with the
yeah.
grab.
And it's all just like, yeah, I give appreciation for like, yo, like now it's okay to show kids being like killed or mutilated or some shit like that. Like, but it's like that's all shit in the past. We want to see motherfuckers die in the present too. Like,
Right.
and it just seems kind of weird that somebody like the Grabber would just let them even try to find them. And oh, dude fell into the fucking lake and just was all right when he came out. Like he should have just had hypothermia or
Yeah.
some shit like that's cool. It's very just inconsistent, and that's why I was like, I don't know how to understand how there's some people giving this shit fives. I'm like, what?
Nah.
That's crazy. I can't even justify a three, like a 3 star. It's a 2.5 star at best.
Yeah. I was about to say, yeah, the 3 is pushing the edge. It's more of a 2.5 because it had no balls, man. It didn't swing for the fences. You know what I'm saying? Like, it felt like a very safe horror film, but like you said, with no stakes. And when there's no stakes in a horror movie, that's not good. You know what I'm saying? I didn't feel scared at all watching
Yeah,
this.
and you already know they're gonna probably definitely make a third one,
Mm-hmm.
whether that'd be like a prequel or something like that, or they'll figure out something. Um,
Yeah. But
but yeah,
let
it's
me
just
say something.
go ahead.
Nobody can tell me, but that boy, what's his name, Finn. You can't tell me that boy ain't related to Patrick Swayze. I can't be the only one that sees it. Tell me that boy don't look like
Yeah,
a young Patrick Swayze, man.
yeah, for sure.
He gotta be related. He must be a bastard son or a cousin or a nephew or something. Kind of like when John David. Remember when John David first came out? You're like, well, this dude sounds a little bit like Denzel, and come to find out that's Denzel's son. So don't be
Yeah, he's
surprised to
gonna.
find out.
I'll be curious to see if he sticks with it hard, becomes like that new Justin Long type of character,
Mm-hmm.
um, and just becomes like a staple within horror. People just kind of recognize him, like, oh yeah, he's that, And like they
Right.
did some cool things, and like yeah, like it was very lore heavy. You would talk about Demon Slayer having a lot of flashbacks and shit like that. And this shit got a lot of flashbacks too.
But I did like the show on the ice when he was skating and he had the frozen axe. I was like, okay, that stuff was kind of cool, but they didn't do anything with it.
Right, he was able to cut them, but it's like, why aren't you killing them? Why aren't you going for the kill?
Right.
Like that'd been crazy right there, like right there at ice. That's where he starts to take out everybody like one by one and shit. Like oh
Mm-hmm.
shit.
Yeah, man. Like you're great value, Freddy Krueger, man. Like if you're gonna bite Elm Street, man, do it with some style, nigga.
Yeah, just nuts, just like that, just pussyfooting around, just get right into it, just what I'm
Right.
saying. But it is what it is. I'm sure there's gonna be a lot, but if you liked it, it's cool, But I just can't justify giving it a high score. Like it falls short in so many ways,
Mm-hmm.
and maybe it's gonna be on purpose, and they're saving all these people to get killed off in the third movie. So,
Yeah, who knows? Shit. I wasn't
so
impressed though.
next, so next to kind of shift things into the main theme of this episode. Uh, Scary Movie 6 predictions. I'm pretty sure we probably talked about this, but or to kind of see kind of like the predictions of where they could go, or just like the reception of this, considering on how people are looking at him, people being mainly what I've seen being disappointed in him. So does that kind of disappointment trickle over down to Scary Movie 6, or does the hype still, what I'm saying? Is the hype still there for that movie?
I don't think it hurts at all because no matter what anybody thought of him, we all agreed that Marlon Wayans was the best part of that movie. So with that being said, the movie might have failed, but Marlon has a lot of momentum. You know what I mean? So I think if anything, it's gonna help Scary Movie because everybody's buzzing about how great his performance was, and he already has a great track record with these comedies. So I think it looks good for Scary Movie 6.
What about a Scary Movie 7? Like, how would you
Uh,
say? What would you say would be a good number for Scary Movie 6 to open at? Like 50 million, 60 million.
I was about to say we gotta see how 6 does before we talk about 7, because 6 could be you know what I'm saying, 6 could be a
That's what I'm
total
saying.
disaster, a total flop. But if it does really well, then yeah, bring 7. Shit, keep it going.
Yeah, I could see that to the point where we get Scary Movie 10 or where they skip 9 or something like that.
Yeah, I want to make that damn many, because it's kind of hard to keep it funny like that. You know what I mean? Maybe
Or
stop at
after
8.
six, after 6, you just like skip 7, 8, or 9, and you just
Mhm.
go right to 10, and
Right,
it just be called you could just do an anniversary or some shit like that.
right.
I don't know.
Yeah, but I think it's one of the movies they're gonna be referencing is Terrifiers, so that should be interesting.
I think there would be a dope scene they could do with that and Home and the Clown. I still say that to this day that they
Mhm.
need to make that happen.
Oh god, if they could bring Damon in and they do
Yeah,
a parody about art and versus
that'd
Homie,
be a
oh
great opening.
god, that would
That'd
be
be a great
fire.
opening.
Yeah,
They could
that'd
definitely
be.
talk about the Black Phone. I think they could definitely parody Black Phone and stuff like that.
I'm pretty sure Hereditary is gonna be thrown in there.
Get Out,
Get Out,
Center.
yep.
They're probably gonna try to fit Sinners in there somehow
Mm-hmm.
since it's so relevant. Which is would be kind of crazy because it's like yeah, that movie just came out, so you'd have to just like kind of rewrite something to just to kind of fit in there. But that would be something you could do for a 7. You know,
Yeah, there's definitely, because like the horror genre lately has been killing it, man. So yeah, there's a lot they can pull from with these horror movies now, man, and make some good content out of that.
true, true. All right. Well, let me know how y'all feel about Scream, not Scream, but fucking
Close, scary movie.
Scary Movie 6
Yeah.
and how that's gonna do box office wise. Are people still excited? Did the disappointment of him and just kind of make you a little bit more? I don't know how to say it, but a little bit more worried for Scary Movie 6. It might not be up to par. We'll have to wait and see that first trailer whenever they decide to release that. I know that Scream 7 trailer is
Hmm.
they said it's ready to be shown. I don't know when they're gonna show it. It'd be cool to show it in front of Chainsaw Man, also like Shelby Oaks, but they're probably gonna show it like next month with all the big movies and stuff like that.
Hmm. I know
Because I
black
think
people
it's coming
definitely know
out.
for it.
Because I think it's coming out in February. If I'm not mistaken. Yeah. So
Well, Scary Movie 6
that
drops in February.
yeah.
Okay.
No, scare
Oh, Scream. Scream,
Scream,
yeah.
yeah.
Oh,
Um,
I see they dropped the trailer also for that primate movie, but I didn't watch the trailer because you know me, man. I don't want to see
yeah.
anything.
I was just like, yeah, they should have just called that like Son of Kova, Kova's Revenge.
Ah,
But I'm hearing good things about that. There's another one. There's quite a few coming out in January that is just like yeah, January's looking really exciting.
I wonder if they're
And
gonna base that off of the story of what you call the chimp that flipped out and killed its owner's
probably
friend
not.
and ripped their face apart.
Probably not. But it's probably gonna be its own thing, which would be a good thing that it's not attached to that. Because that
Right.
make then it kind of bring it back to being like, oh, it's a Jordan Peele movie. Like
Mm-hmm.
we already went through that with him. We don't need that.
Yeah. Oh, with a Nope, right? Yeah.
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 So, what are the funniest moments in horror? There's a ton. There are two that I feel like are very standouts. One being, or one that should be just, I think is the funniest because it's so fucking random. It doesn't make sense, but every time I see it, I fucking laugh. Is the whole pancake shit and cabin Cabin Fever. where he's like pancakes, pancakes, pancakes. I was like, I know pancakes. Like that shit's fucking hilarious.
Damn, I
Like
gotta
this
watch
dude's.
that again. I don't remember that.
Oh man, like just go watch that. That should be on the your things to watch as well.
Mhm.
Just cabin fever because that when you see that scene, that shit's funny. And number two is definitely like I guess you would. I would be tired with like number one is the opening to Death by Temptation. That shit is
Oh
fucking
yeah, yeah.
hilarious. That shit is literally like fucking genius. I'm like, yo, this shit's fucking hilarious.
And I just seen that for the first time last year. I did a first time watch for that. Yep.
Yeah, so some other some funny moments, you know, when Chucky comes to life for the first time.
You stupid
That's
bitch! You filthy slut! I'll teach you to fuck with me.
that's been a lot of people have been recreating that scene on TikTok lately. That's just fucking hilarious.
Yeah.
Um but then like, you know, you get into like Child's Play 3,
Hmm.
but more so Bride and Seed. Seed goes full slapstick, like damn near.
Yep.
Um A lot of people like Shaun of the Dead. I don't really find Shaun of the Dead like necessarily funny. It's not a bad movie, but it's just not funny to me. Like the British humor is just not my thing.
Right.
But um, what else?
Oh
Megan tries to be funny, but that shit doesn't work neither. Like turn that into a comedy.
man, I got a couple of the top of the dome, bro. When and right now, just on the top of the dome, they all come from Jason. All right. The sleeping bag kill where the girl's in the sleeping bag and Jason takes the bag and hits it up against the tree.
Yeah, it's hilarious.
That's hilarious. Okay. And then Jason Takes Manhattan, where the girl was in the bathrobe, right? And she thought I guess her boyfriend was coming to see her, and it's Jason. And he grabs her by the robe, right? She tries to get away from him. So she gets
Uh,
out of the robe, but the momentum of her body keeps her going, and she goes head first into the fucking mirror.
yeah, that shit was hilarious.
That way, and then same movie when he the dude, the boxer guy, when Jason knocks his head off.
Yeah, not yeah, that was crazy.
Fucking
I
hilarious.
like
Yeah.
going super over the top. That shit was funny about that shit.
Mm-hmm.
It's prime time, bitch. Yeah, that was pretty cool.
Bitch,
That was pretty
Big
funny.
Freak, yep. Kincaid. Freddie,
Yeah.
where you hiding at, you burnt face pussy?
Going back to some of our the best black characters in horror and also just cinema. Roger, that
Oh,
shit
now
is
the
just
demons. Yeah.
yeah. His whole performance of him just run away, just doing everything that you should be doing, and that's what needs to kind of happen with these movies. Is just like
Mhm.
just more realism in it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Um, take more chances. Don't be afraid to kill off your main character, like because
Mm-hmm.
that'd be more shocking. Like you you start off a movie or something like they kill your main character off, and then like the story shifts to somebody else or some shit like that. But
Yeah. Yeah.
that's how Evil Dead 2 is fucking hilarious. I remember
Oh
being
yeah. Yeah.
super stoned, super high, just laughing my ass off to him just um to Ash just chasing around his hand. Like something
Mm-hmm.
about that shit just I don't know if it was weed or some shit like I couldn't it was uncontrollable that it probably was weed, but like that shit was funny as fuck though.
Right. I don't know why, bro. I don't know if you consider this funny, man, but in Fright Night, when Charlie stabs Jerry Dandridge in the hand with that
Mm.
pencil and the sound that he makes, for some reason that shit makes me laugh every time. Like he stabs him, he's like, oh,
Yeah, that shit's funny
oh
as hell.
shit. Yep.
Um it's another jaw. Oh, I think I spoke about it. Like Keenan and Kel, Two Heads Better Than None. That's a good little horror comedy.
Mm-hmm.
It's also kind of like the send off to the show as well.
Right.
Um, I was thinking about some old Nickelodeon '90s shits like Hey Arnold's, like different specials and stuff like that. Um,
What about Ghostbusters? The scene where she goes, "Are
yeah,
you a god?
this
No,
is
then die." And then fast forward, man. The next time somebody asks you if you a god, you say yes.
yeah, Ghostbusters is good. Freddy's got a bunch of them. I know you could just choose Freddy and
Yeah,
Chuck. You definitely got a lot of
yep.
just a lot of funny shit, and even stuff that's not supposed to be funny, just be funny in horror movies. The way the motherfuckers die and shit, even though it's not supposed to be funny, they just die in like hilarious ways and shit.
Yeah, I think Jason has like the funniest deaths just because Jason is so brutal with his shit. And it's like, and the people they struggle to get away from him, and next thing you know, he just fucks them up. Like he'll take which one was it when he took the guy's face and put it through the fucking RV wall? And you see the face print. Was that
Wasn't
Jason
that
Lives, right?
four or
I think
five? That's yeah, Jason Loves Jason Loves. I remember the
yeah,
RV. Yeah,
that was Jason Lives. Yeah, yeah.
fucking Terrifier also, like, you know what I'm saying? That them shits be so over the top you can't help but just laugh.
Mhm.
That's what you just gotta laugh at this shit.
Right.
Shit's so over the top and like ridiculous. That's kind of the point it's supposed to.
Oh yeah, when I think yeah the first Terrifier when the girl was trying to I guess talk to Art, trying to get him in touch with his softer side.
i-
Remember he was sucking his
Inner
thumb and
child.
shit. Yeah.
That's what I love about art though, man. It's just like cause that's what I hate about Pennywise. What they did to Pennywise is it's like and similar thing to the Grabber, just like the whole oh we don't fear you no more type shit. Like why did you do that? Like that's what I like about art. Like he don't be trying to scare you like that. Like he can scare you. He like fucking with you, but like he
Right.
don't necessarily have to go like there's that whole power friendship shit ain't gonna work for him. Like what I'm saying
Mm-hmm.
and clear out the room.
Yeah. Yeah. Shoot, what's another one? You know what? This segment scared me a lot when I was younger, but the more I watch it, the older I get, the funnier it is. Just that whole "Thanks for the ride, lady," the hitchhiker segment in Creep Show 2.
Mm. Yeah,
Hilarious, hilarious when I watch it now.
there's always that hitchhiker or that stereotypical person that kind of warns somebody
Mm-hmm.
about a specific. That's why I liked about the Keenan Cal two has better than none. Where you're like stay away from Rockville, like,
Right.
and then they like try to mock him and stuff. Just kind of I know what you did last summer. That's just a comedy to me. That shit do
Mm-hmm.
not take itself serious at all.
Nah.
Um, Army of Darkness. That was when they completely kind of shifted into comedy
Yeah,
with the
Army of
Evil
Darkness was
Dead.
definitely slapstick. Yeah.
Um, what's the one dude with the hockey with hockey and shit? I always used to see him in like Spencer's or some shit like that. I don't know if that's not. I know it's not horror, but like I always be seeing him next to like the Freddy's and the statues and stuff like that. I forget what it was
Who,
called.
who is this?
It's like a sports movie. It's like a hockey dude. He'd be like slapstick or something.
I don't know that one.
It's a guy with glasses and some shit. I know. It's just man. I know somebody knows it in the chat or they watching. But I always used to see like those little, not like action figures, but it was like little figures and stuff like that, like Freddy, Jason, and I always see like that this hockey guy and stuff like that. He got his teeth knocked out and shit like that.
Hmm.
What the fuck it was called though? It's gonna bother me. But I'll look into it after the stream and shit. But I know it's not horror related, but it just made me think about that shit. I don't know why.
Taking it back to Jaws, we're gonna need a bigger boat. That scene was
Yeah.
funny. Just Chief Brody's reaction to seeing the shark coming out. He's
Mm,
like, you just see him standing real quick with that cigarette dangling out of his mouth.
yeah. Scream has some moments too in the first ones for sure.
First Scream. Oh man, I remember watching that first Scream with my pops, and I remember my father laughing his ass off at Stu when he had Billy stab him, and he was like, "Man, he's like, I can't take anymore. I'm feeling a little woozy here."
Yeah, that's gonna be great to see him come back and seeing what they're gonna do with this. Because I really think they're setting up to really make up for some shit. Like not only on like not necessarily on the whole Melissa thing. I think that's gonna take more time to kind of. I don't think they're completely done with those characters yet. Because I could see a scenario where they come back with a Scream 10 or some shit like that after this next kind of trilogy or something like that.
Wait, so what the hell can he do? Because Stu died, so unless he's gonna be like Billy and bring it back as a ghost or some shit, or
what it's ended up, what I think it's going to be, I think it's going to be what we expect. It's going to have to be somebody family related to kind of keep the thing going. Which I could see people, depending on how they go about it, if they do it in a refreshing way, would be so. But I can see people like, oh, this is kind of just repetitive. It's a little bit better than 5 and 6. 'Cause I see a lot of people hate 5 and 6, but I don't know.
I didn't mind. Well, the one in New York, that was 6, right?
Yeah.
That one wasn't bad. That one wasn't bad. I mean, my only issue with those movies is that Ghostface don't know how to kill nobody.
He almost like the Grabber now, but like I can't say he's like the Grabber because the Grabber got no. Even in the afterlife, he's got no bodies. Like,
right?
It's crazy. Ain't gonna call him a horror icon. Horror icon ain't got no fucking no bodies.
Nah. I got another one, bro. Another funny moment in horror. The original Chainsaw Massacre. I don't know. Maybe I got a sick sense of humor because you're probably gonna be like, "There's nothing funny about that."
That nigga. Nah, I know exactly what you're talking about. That motherfucker funny as hell.
Man, let me tell you something. When they had your girl facing the bucket and they was trying to get the grandpa to hit her with that fucking hammer, and the hammer falling out of his hand, then you hear the brother in the background. He's like, "Hit her, grandpa! Hit her! Hit the bitch!"
Yeah, it's just funny.
That had me rolling, bro.
What's another one? Trying to think.
What about what about The Exorcist, right? With where your boy walks in and he sees the priest on the ground dead. I guess because Reagan had killed him. And remember, she was sitting there giggling and laughing like it was funny. And that dude went and beat the shit out of her. He's like, "You son of a bitch!"
Crazy.
He was like popping the fuck out of her. Wait, and he's beating her up, right? But she's still talking her shit. Like, "Get the fuck off me!"
Yeah, that was crazy. I remember that. What's some goofy ass shit? Yeah. Friday the 13th got a lot of goofy shit in it too. Like, I think about like even like with Jason fucking with old boy with the wheelchair and shit. Like,
the wheelchair going down the stairs.
Yeah.
Which Michael Myers, the little black kid running while his babysitter getting killed by Michael? I don't remember.
That was 2018.
That was how? Okay.
Yeah, it was 2018.
Yeah, I don't remember that.
That was funny. Yeah. Hills Have Eyes.
Hills Have Eyes had its moments. Yep.
You had I don't know, but moving on from that, let's talk about the final thing for wrapping this up. Best horror cop.
I'm sorry. Wait, I had one last one.
Go ahead.
This one, Crispin Glover dancing in the final chapter. Funniest shit ever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I also say speaking of dancing, you could also put Morbius there, you know.
Yeah, facts.
Unfortunately.
Okay, that's a good one. Best horror comedy.
Any fucking Children of the Corn movie after the first one is pretty fun. Just even the recent one is pretty fucking dumb. It's pretty dumb and stupid. talking about I Know What You Did Last Summer. The most recent one is dumb as fuck. It's the worst movie of the year. It's dumb as hell. Um, but yeah, what are the best horror comedies? I'll like Evil Dead 2 is up there for me.
Evil Dead 2. Yep. Yeah, like I
I
said,
would kind of
Ghostbusters.
put Drag Me to Hell because I feel like Drag Me to Hell is kind of funny in a
Mm,
way.
Drag Me to Hell. Yep. Idle Hands. I would
Oh
put
yeah,
that
I
in.
was gonna say yeah, Idle Hands is really good. That was
Mm-hmm.
kind of like a riff off of like some Evil Dead shit.
Right, right. Back when Vivica Fox was fun. Uh, got to throw Ghostbusters in there and Gremlins,
Yeah,
Ghostbusters.
Gremlins.
Mm-hmm. Um, I don't know. I mean, they called Fright Night a horror comedy, even though I didn't really see it as a horror comedy. But I remember back in
Uh,
the day, they categorized it as a horror comedy. The original Fright Night.
Interesting.
Yeah.
The
Um.
first Leprechaun is pretty funny. Well,
Yep.
Leprechaun and Back to the Hood, both
Yeah.
movies.
Yep. Monster Squad, I would say, is a good horror comedy.
Yeah, for sure. I'm trying to think of some recent. Renfield was okay. Like I said, I'm not too big on like the whole vampire shit, but
Right.
it was okay
Yeah. Yeah. It wasn't
as far
bad.
as like a modern horror comedy shit. Um,
Mm-hmm.
a lot of people hate Bodies. I like Bodies.
Never seen
That was
it.
alright.
Yeah.
Oh
Nah.
shit, yeah, watch it. That
Never
movie
seen
is fucking stupid as hell. Like that's a bunch of
it.
dumb motherfuckers. Would you consider Tremors?
Yeah. Tremors. Yep. I would consider that horror comedy. Bride of
Oh
Chucky.
yeah,
Bride of Chucky
nah,
makes me laugh. Yeah.
yeah. It's just that was a right good balance of horror and
Got
funny
dog.
shit.
Especially with Tiffany, when Tiffany started screaming on Chucky, like when she got mad that he wouldn't wash the dishes or whatever, and then she wouldn't talk about how small he was. She was like, "Let me tell you something, honey. Plastic is no doesn't replace a good hunk of wood." And Chucky looked like, "Well, I didn't hear her complaining last night."
Yeah, they gave it like it almost felt like some Married with Children type shit.
Right,
Like
right.
that's just funny as hell.
Mm-hmm.
Um, what's another one? I'm drawing a blank on.
Would you consider American Werewolf in London a horror comedy? Because
I had to rewatch it.
it does have some comedic stuff in there, even though it
The
goes pretty
birds to
dark.
me is the birds to me is fucking comedy because it's like yo that shit's fucking ridiculous.
Oh,
All
yeah,
these birds just killing people. Yeah, just all these
yeah.
birds just killing people.
Mm-hmm.
I just would wonder like how like people were really afraid of that movie at the time it came out. Like it's crazy.
Yeah, no, my father, because my father was around at that time, and my dad said that at the
Damn,
time that movie did come out, it was pretty horrifying.
that's fucking
Yeah,
crazy.
yeah.
And
Now
I
okay,
guess because you don't have that much. I guess you don't have that much exposure like we do.
right.
Say like we're so desensitized. So like back
Mm-hmm.
then, I think they got like motherfuckers got to worry about war and shit like a fucking bomb dropping your fucking head and shit like
Right, right.
crazy. It's crazy.
Um, what was I gonna say? Oh, well, this one's like a more of a horror musical comedy, but Little Shop of Horrors, 1986.
Yeah.
Yeah, Audrey 2. I mean, especially
Um.
if you watch it with the alternate ending, it definitely plays more like a horror movie because the ending
Cat.
was pretty dark.
The Cats remake.
Which one? The Cats?
Cats remake. They look like humans, but they're cats.
Oh, okay, okay.
That's just fucking terrifying.
Mm-hmm. Let's see. We got Critters. Yeah. I guess you could say Critters.
Yeah.
Uh, Troll 2.
Yeah, that was like yeah, it was weird. Then you got like demonic toys.
Mm-hmm.
The whole because Tubi has all that full moon pictures and stuff like that.
Right.
All the soft corn shit, and you know what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
All that freaky nasty shit, like that shit's funny as hell to me.
Yeah.
What's another joint? Trying to think. Oh yeah, like was it Tucker and Dale versus Evil? That was a
Mm-hmm.
good one.
Mm-hmm.
That was good. I like that more than Shaun of the Dead. To be honest.
I don't know if you call this a comedy, but I thought Wishmaster, the first Wishmaster, had a lot of like comedy in it, where you can
I can
almost,
see that.
you know, so you can almost kind of call that a comedy, man, because the way the Jinn would trick people into making these wishes and then finally, you know, and then fuck them up off of that wish. You know what I'm saying?
Halloween. A Halloween movie is what Loomis makes them shits a comedy. Like that motherfucker's hilarious.
Yeah, yeah.
Cause he
Oh,
just be so he's the only one that would just be over dramatic as fuck about it.
I was watching a podcast where they was ripping apart the Curse of Michael Myers, and I don't even remember that movie. I saw that movie one time when it came out. I went to the movies to see it, and I never watched it since. But they was clowning that
Yeah.
shit for like an hour. Yeah, Curse of Michael Myers. Yeah, I only watched that one time, bro. But they were tearing that movie apart though. they was clowning that shit so bad. Yeah, and they was talking about your boy Loomis too. How Loomis was like over the top.
Yeah, but he really makes those movies for sure. Like he is the best hype man. Like, cause Mike, without him, like Mike ain't really like I'm not really shook like that.
Right, dog. Who you think was a better hype man, Dr. Loomis or Troutman from the Rambo movies? Because remember,
I'll say like
Troutman was on the same shit. Remember, like Troutman was that guy. Like, yeah, you know, if you go against Rambo, remember one thing: what? A bunch of body bags.
I would say more so Loomis just because like just how you would describe Mike.
Yeah.
Then we see him, he really like we really see him in real life that he actually be pussy like I'm like, but he's not all that.
I'm about to say that's how Troutman was with Rambo. Troutman made Rambo look like the ultimate killing machine. You know, like
They do
damn.
that a lot on TikTok, like what horror characters people could take on, and it turned into this whole series. I would say like Mara and stuff like that. What's a horror character you think you could take in a fight?
Oh, Ghostface easily. Ghostface.
You think so?
I'll fuck Ghostface up. Yeah.
But what if
Well,
this Ghostface is combat trained and
now,
just
then I'm gonna lose. Yeah.
that's another thing you gotta think about it.
But dog, but Perp, I'll beat the shit out of Stu. I'll beat the shit out of Billy. Whoever they have the second movie, I'll whoop
Billy
their ass.
might put up a fight.
Yeah, he put
Jill won't die.
Yeah.
Amber's just a crazy bitch. She might dog you. Amber might dog you. Which how she did Stu oh boy.
But
But you think do you think they would ever kill Cindy off? Like you think that would just
they need to. They need to, man.
you think it'd be too much backlash?
Nah, they need to. I mean, because that if you look at the history of horror, man, you know, eventually the final girl or the final, you know, person, whatever, does the legacy character does die. Like there's a version where Laurie Strode died. You know, Nancy Thompson had to die.
That's true. So Nancy is the only one that hasn't, you know, crossed over.
Right.
How would you feel about that? Like Scream tapping into like somewhat of a supernatural. It should never just.
Nah.
It should always just be. The next step should just be probably like a cult. I feel like that's like the next big thing you could do with Scream. It's just a cult.
They need to do something different because honestly, I'm getting tired of the whole Scooby Doo mystery shit. Like, oh, you have to find out, you know, guess who the killer is. I don't give a fuck who the killer is now. You know, I've seen it. You know what I'm saying? Like the first time around, yes, it was cool, but after that, it became really redundant. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think even if it just become formulaic, I think a cult will be the best next thing. Just
Yeah.
because you never know, like you know how deep it is, or You know how many people are in that group? It could be some fucking Sith Lord shit just rule too.
Right.
Crazy.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's pretty much all I wanted to kind of talk about tonight. I keep it short. Next week's the finale. Anything you want to plug? Any new horror movies or anything that you recently covered?
Yeah, well, I've been covering quite a few horror movies on the channel. So let's see. Just recently, I did a review for Black Phone 2. And before that, I did a first time watch for the movie Vamp with Grace Jones as a vampire. I finally faced my
Mm.
fear and watched it, and it was very, very light, light horror. It wasn't scary at all, except for when she was in vampire form. Now, when Grace Jones was in vampire form, that kind of got me a little bit because she's already a scary bitch. So you put some fangs in front of her, man, she's really scary. But the movie was light, very light. And I'm actually going to see The Last Dragon tomorrow. They're doing a 40th anniversary screening for The Last Dragon
I'm gonna
tomorrow.
miss
So
that.
me and my son are going to see that, man. I'm excited. Never seen it on the
That's
big
his
screen.
that's his first time.
No, he's seen. I've shown him Last Dragon. We've seen it a couple of times,
Oh, we
but we never
excited to
seen
see it in theaters.
it in theaters. Yeah,
That's what's up. Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
For me, I got the on the 20th, I think the Monday coming up. They got a Scream Unseen, and I'm thinking that's going to be Shelby Oates.
Oh, okay.
So definitely hoping that ends up being the movie that they pick. I can't see it being anything else. Chainsaw Man coming up soon.
Mm-hmm.
So just be able to look out for just certain things, and um,
Oh,
yeah,
and
I'll see y'all. Go
I
ahead.
forgot to mention, he also did a review that nobody watched for a Good Fortune. I think, but that video has like 10 views or something.
Yeah, Good Fortune was really good, but people,
Oh,
it's probably once they hit streaming, people won't. You know what I'm saying? It's happening.
I loved it, bro. Like you said, man, it was almost too relatable. I'm like, damn, did somebody like document my life and then wrote
Yeah,
about the shit, and made a movie out of it?
yeah, it was crazy.
Yeah.
But I will see y'all next week for the finale, and then again on Halloween for the Perp show. Till next
Yes, sir.
time.
Peace.